It's Madden NFL 22 on EA Sports, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Lions and the Jaguars, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Jacksonville Jaguars. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. Second and 6.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And now the throw, take it in by Chark. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
He lost 6 there on the first down play. Operating from the gun, Black. And a dump off here to Robinson. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Off play action. Black. Dancing to his left. That's to the veteran tight end Carter Landry. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The numbers for him from a week ago. 5 catches, 89 yards, and a touchdown.
Having a nice season. Number 8 in the league in receiving yards, and not just making his team happy, but anyone who's picked him in fantasy football.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's third down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, just keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And for the moment, this will be a first down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
To throw on third down, Black. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Robinson. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Etienne. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Travis Etienne, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys have now moved out in front. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Black. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, Black. Got his man. It's the veteran Landry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So the PI decline, and that'll give him a fresh set of downs.
And when you scout tight ends, one thing you want to know, just how strong they are. And we saw it in evidence there. He was able to fight through all the contact and still secure the football.
On 1st down, Black. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
To throw on 2nd down, Black. That's out wide here for Robinson. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 31-yard line. A nice pickup of 17 yards. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Good call there on 1st down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years of not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. They'll look to throw again. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him. An incomplete. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that challenge, a successful one. Now for the point after. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. On 1st and 10, Black. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. So the offense set to take the field here. They will have the football with less than a minute to go in the first half. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome.
And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. They begin the drive with Robinson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move there couldn't buy him much space.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And all this is taken in one hit. What a catch. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
On first down, Robinson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Looking to throw on second down. Black. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. They'll run on first down. Robinson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Here's Robinson again on second down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Operating from the gun. Black. He finds his man, complete. That's Rhodes. Not much there, only a yard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On third down, Black. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And that catch number 100 for his young career. And remember, only in his second season, the future bright. On third down, it's Robinson. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Throwing on first down, Black. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make this a second down. They'll run here with Robinson. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 3rd and 2, Black. And he rifles it complete, caught by Landry. And the Jaguars are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
Carter Landry, at this stage of his career, we know he's had some injuries, and he's been around a time or two, but definitely still a factor when you need the tough yards on 3rd downs. And he uses those big mitts of his to pull that one in and keep the drive moving.
They'll try and run. This is Robinson.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Robinson again, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd and goal now in a one-score game. Caught out left side by Robinson. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. A loss of a yard. And so now we're in the final minute of the game in the 4th quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. On 1st down, Black fighting, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Back to throw. Black steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Landry, the intended target, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Looking to throw. Black. And Shark calls it in. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. On 1st down, Robinson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Second and 10. Back to throw. Black. And a catch made by his tight end, Luke Farrell. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Black. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Romeo Okwara in there to... The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it, but they turned it back over to him, and now all they needed...
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker, and he'll bring this one back to the 29. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Or are you one of those guys?
I was talking with my crew before the show. By the way, best production team in the biz, or at least that's what they tell me to say. Anyway.
It's Madden NFL 22, and we've got a duel in the Lone Star State. It's the Jags and the Texans coming up next.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Well, the first carry here for Robinson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 8 yards to go on second down. Looking to throw. Black. Incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Black being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Oh, wide open. Complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after their offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. To throw on second down. Black escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. Give him 9 yards on the scramble there, but it does leave him still a few inches shy with 3rd down looming. They run. Robinson. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Looking to throw. Black. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. off the play fake. Black out to his left. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll try to run this one in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal. So stuff from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Toss play to Robinson. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Operating from the gun. Black. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Luke Farrell, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Looked like a pretty smart decision that time to keep the football by the quarterback.
It was because you saw how the runner got swarmed. So you've got to pull the ball from his arms, keep it yourself, and get what you can. And the most underrated player on this play is the running back. Because even if he doesn't have the ball, he has to act like he does in order to attract the defense.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Throw left side going to be caught by Shenault. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first. On second down, it's Robinson. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Black. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over. So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. On 1st and 10, Black staying on his feet.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
The linebacker, Zach Cunningham, there defensively to make that play.
Well, you don't expect too many quarterbacks to be adept at breaking away from would-be tacklers, but this is uncommonly good right here as he's able to get away.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And incomplete on a deep ball.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And he's got the hook up to Landry. The ball comes right up, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. No doubt they were hoping for 7 points out of this drive, CD. The good news, they could at least salvage 3 because that ball went bouncing out of bounds.
Yeah, how about the bounce that they got? They kept them in field goal range. You're exactly right. They get a chance to get 3 points out of it and not cost themselves.
Forced out to his left. And he gives himself up, but not before he gets the conversion. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Black. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown!
Travis Etienne.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. And what I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the 2nd half.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here.
Throwing on 1st down. Black. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off around the 37. It'll be a 1st and 10 coming up as this offense takes over possession of the football in the 3rd quarter. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Checks this down to Hubbard.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped, surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off, and he's got thrown off? He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags 1st down. They'll run it now with Robinson. Bulldozes past him. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Rolling to his right.
And this complete right side to the tight end Farrell.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Black sets up the screen to Robinson. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively, and the key to any screenplay is space to work, and there was none to be found there, and they tackled for just a short gain.
To throw on 3rd down. Black.
That's complete to Travis Etienne out of the backfield.
Touchdown, Jaguars! Travis Etienne with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock.
So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception.
They'll run with Etienne.
Muscles him off. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Travis Etienne.
A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. He's got the hat trick, 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours? Did you throw yours out there?
I didn't have mine. You've got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Again, it's Robinson.
55 rushing yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day.
And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. On second down now, it's Robinson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now a give, right side. Robinson. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Robinson's got it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains. On the run, it's Robinson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
They'll keep it on the ground. Robinson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
Are you serious, dog?
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Here's Robinson again on 2nd down.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Jaguars, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get